In the countdown video we used SUM, average, count style formulas, and max and MIN quickly, on a clean column of numbers. Real data is rarely that clean, though. A survey has skipped questions, a gradebook has an excused absence, a sales sheet has a pending order with no number yet. So today we'll see exactly how these formulas behave once a range has a couple of text entries and a blank cell mixed in, because that's where beginners usually get tripped up and end up with a number that looks right but quietly isn't. We'll clear the demo area and build a small table with 8 score cells, 5 numbers, 2 text entries, and 1 left empty on purpose. The formula and result columns will keep every calculation clearly labeled as we go. First, sum. Select Q2, add the label SUM, then move right to R2 and type equals SUM, P2 through P9, close parentheses, and press enter. It returns 438, the total of exactly the 5 numbers in that column, 85, 92, 78, 95, and 88. The words not applicable and absent don't cause an error. Sum simply skips text and the blank cell and adds the numbers that remain. That's genuinely useful. You don't have to remove every text label or blank row before totaling a mixed column. Now here's an easy mistake to make with an average. Since we have 8 rows and the total is 438, it might seem reasonable to divide 438 by 8. In Q3, add the label naive average, move to R3, type equals R2 divided by 8, and press enter. That gives 54.75, a plausible looking but wrong result. The denominator includes the blank in both text entries as though all 8 rows held scores. Now add the label average in Q4, move to R4, and enter equals average for P2 through P9. Average returns 87.6 because it divides the total by 5, the actual count of numeric scores. The correct result is 32.85 points higher than the naive calculation. There's a similar trap with count. Add the count label in Q5, move to R5, and enter count for P2 through P9. It returns 5. If you were trying to answer how many of these 8 rows contain anything, 5 is the wrong answer. Count only counts numeric cells, so it misses not applicable and absent. For that question, add COUNTA in Q6 and enter the same range in R6. COUNTA returns 7 because it counts every non-empty cell, whether it holds a number or text. On a real survey, count could silently undercount people who typed a word instead of a number. Use count for numeric cells and COUNTA for every entry. Last 2, max and MIN. Add the max label in Q7, move to R7, and enter max for P2 through P9. It returns 95, the highest score. Then add MIN in Q8 and enter the same range in R8. It returns 78, the lowest score. Both formulas skip not applicable, absent, and the blank cell just as some did. They compare only the numeric values in the range. That makes them useful in a mixed real-world column such as a leaderboard or results sheet. Let's recap what our mixed column of 5 numbers, 2 text entries, and 1 blank cell taught us. Sum adds the numbers and ignores everything else. Average divides by the count of numeric cells, not the total row count, which is why dividing sum by 8 was off by 32.85 points. Count counts numeric cells, while COUNTA counts every filled cell regardless of type. And max and MIN compare only the numbers, ignoring text and blanks. In the next lesson, we'll move from calculation to logic with if, IFS, and nested formulas that let your sheet make decisions on its own.